Hello, Regeneration. I'm Mary Lake on a special teen news segment. The entire month has focused on the topic, He Reigns. Today, we are discussing how God reigns over your life. I'm sitting here with Michael Bussey. Mike was in a terrible car accident. He's here to share his story of tragedy to triumph and how it was God who reigned over his situation and spared his life. So, Mike, tell us about the accident. What happened and when did this occur?
Okay, so the car accident happened on July 28th of 2012. Earlier that day, I was at a family picnic, and I had noticed that my cousin was going through some stuff, and he was drinking a little bit earlier during that day. And my grandmother told me to go home because she had saw that my cousin was heavily intoxicated, but he was going through some stuff, and I just wanted to be there for him. And so when we was pulling out of my grandmother's driveway, we was proceeding to go down the street, and we was off of Outer Drive in Schaefer. My cousin came up on the back of a car, and he wasn't paying attention to what he was doing, and I had called his name, and he had hurried up and swerved over into the next lane, but he lost control of his car. And then after him losing control of his car, the car had spun around and hit a curb. During this whole time, I'm praying and praying and praying, and the car was flipping, and it finally stopped.
Mike, at that point when you were there lying on the ground, did you think you did all you could do to serve Christ?
No, I don't. Everybody's not perfect, and I was kind of starting to stray away from the purpose that God had for me. So this car accident was my wake-up call for me to get back on the path that was more pleasing in God's eyesight. So I would have to say, no, I wasn't doing everything I was doing to serve God's purpose.
Mike, can you elaborate more of the extent of your injuries?
Yes, I can. The type of injury that I sustained was a spinal cord injury. I broke my vertebrae. I broke C2, C3, and C4, and C5 in my spinal cord. They had been moved out of place. And so during this time, the doctors had told me that I might not be able to walk again or be able to, regain full strength for my body and stuff like that. And the right side of my body was weaker than my left side of my body. It kind of still is right now, but it's like at 80%. So that's like the major, injury that I received during a car accident.
Mike, where were you in your walk with Christ prior to the accident?
I was on a pretty good walk with Christ, but I did still take a lot of things for granted, such as school and having a job and, taking my job not as seriously as I should have. So after I got into this car accident, it was kind of a wake-up call for me to start taking stuff more seriously that I didn't prior to the car accident.
The Bible says in Matthew 24:36, "No man know about the day or the hour, not the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father." At a time when Mike didn't know if he would live, he wished he would have taken school more seriously, his job more seriously, and listened to his parents. Teens, don't wait until it's too late for God to reign over your life. So I ask you, what are some of those things you would do if you were given a second chance? I'm Mary Lake reporting. Pierre, back to you.